Hello everybody, and welcome back to Patchpen Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is the end of the streams, at least for the time being. I mean, probably permanently. But I consider that little experiment a success, and I kind of want to keep playing the series. So, yeah. Last time we finished the game, but there's a bonus case, so we're gonna go right into the bonus case, Rise from the Ashes. Ooh. This is a lot fancier than the cutscenes in the regular cases, which makes sense, because it was added for, like, the DS remake. Whereas, oh wow. Okay, it really is a lot fancier. Like vector stuff. Models, not vector stuff. Ooh. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I got so caught up in, like, appreciating what was the visual impact that I wasn't really processing what was happening, so I'm gonna replay that. Okay, like a train, I think? Or maybe just windows. Probably just windows, actually. Someone's doing a stabbing. Plot twist, two people are doing a stabbing. And they're in completely different buildings. One's in like a... Okay, a base, weird plushie? Is that the police mascot thing? Okay. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. How are you paying the rent? I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Let me guess. Substitute plucky sidekick character. Why do I come here to the office every day? Not like I want to work. Phoenix. It's your job to work? You need money? Sorry, just... There, okay. There you are, finally! Okay. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Okay. Huh. I don't know what I was thinking something, but I don't know. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Mr. Fey no longer works here. So you are The coffee boy? You know, if she still worked here, I might be. I'm Phoenix Wright, defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that is correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though? That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. Oh, come on. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please. I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. What? Could it... What? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. I'm a Scot. I'm a scientific investigator. I guess that explains the lab coat. Scientific investigator. Here's a lanyard. Flashy sunglasses. And some sort of, I think it's a uniform underneath. And then there's weird badge things. And a watch. Okay. I could go to the detention center. I should probably do some talking first. Oh. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. We analyzed it. Scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'll give you $50 for... What? Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just... You seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just... young? Aren't you a little young to be a scientific investigator? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait! I'm only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years? My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader? But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less. Great. Another future professional in training. I guess she just reminded Phoenix of Maya. That was still kind of a weird way to convey that. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. What would she stab them with? Okay, sorry. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. True can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. This case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Okay. So they went to the same school, huh? It was told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Okay. But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? Don't ask. It's only going. They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, detention center time. February 22nd, detention center visitors room. And what's wrong with Emma? It got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to... Okay, so she's someone important. Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Lana? No, probably Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Oh boy. She's got the what are it, pallets and everything. Badges, medals. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm Chief Prosecutor for this district. Okay. You're a prosecutor. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. That being you. Okay. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me, I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well... Why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Oh my. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office. In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. It's not gumshoe, is it? It better not be gumshoe. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Police department's gonna take it personally? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. Matter of pride, I guess so, yeah. That's more or less what I said. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Wait. So in other words, your subordinate is also a prosecutor? So it could be like Edgeworth or maybe Payne. It would be kind of fun to run into Payne again. Or maybe, yeah, I mean... I don't know if Edgeworth's gonna be in this case, but it would be kind of fun to run into Payne. It would be interesting to run into Edgeworth, because, like... the whole... How was the fallout from the previous game gonna... or the previous case? This is the same game. Technically. Sort of. Anyway, I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lara? What happened to your hand? Ooh. Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I guess you would have to be in order to get a position like... I was the best there was. Chief Prosecutor. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. Oh yeah, far be it from me to take on a case where a well-respected prosecutor is, admitting to the crime. Never done that before. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. No, you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So, how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. Wait, I didn't present my badge yet. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes? Something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. Okay, so that whole discussion, you never think of anything but yourself, blah blah blah, why are you confessing? Something about that conversation makes me think that the twist, or a twist, is gonna be that Lana actually did confess for Emma's sake. Or at least she believes that her confession is the best thing for Emma. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank here. I guess I should investigate some, right? Find out what actually happened. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling, everyone liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Alright. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is a lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine Is that so? I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? I mean, yeah, usually we get, like, permission from Gumshoe, but it doesn't usually seem too difficult to do. Hey there. Or hey there. Yeah, I mean, okay. I want to say this is a prosecutor because we're at the prosecutor's office. So if it's someone we know, it's either Gumshoe or Payne, because it's not going to be Von Coma. He's in prison. Might have been executed. I don't know how strict how liberally they hand out the death sentence here. I'm just trying to think. I don't feel like either of the potential candidates are the sort to open with a hey there. So it's probably someone else actually. Partner. Okay. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What do we have here? Looks like Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Marshall. Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. This is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a muddy load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You wanna? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Okay. Was that a Ombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Okay. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Okay. Very obvious clue thing. Let's check out everything else first. Oh, hey, this is a... Look! A stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says, security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yes, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97% on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Oh boy, this character's gonna be fun. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock! I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Aha! A ladder! It's a step ladder? What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. I believe a step ladder is a subcategory of ladder. So it's just more specific, right? It's being more specific. It's not a correction. It shouldn't be. He's phrasing it like one. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. It all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Oh, this is a thing. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Right, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Oh. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Is he saying that out loud? What's this thing? Nothing. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. Looks like it was filled with water. Now it's filled with air. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. Maybe it's for the other, like, it's the same thing that's for the other drum. Drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide into drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Yeah, okay, it's the same thing for both. This is where the cars leave the lot. The air on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both? Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity! What? Sort of? I'm gonna write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Oh. It doesn't look much like a crime scene. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. Yeah, scientifically. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Isn't that more or less what we've been doing for the whole series? I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? The way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. No, it's doing it automatically. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining, from every angle. Okay. Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of A. I believe it's A. Oh no, it's gonna be... Wait, let's just zoom in and out? Cool. And... Whoa! Okay. Oh, but I believe it's gonna be A. Yep. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. I was trying to read the blurry text for a moment, but it actually says right there what it says. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay, wait. Can I do that again? Whoa! I can examine my badge. Alright. Thought I could. Oh, hey! Okay, now there's things to look at. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Okay, and that's for everything. Oh, come on. No, get out. Okay, so what is this? It's a screw? So, like, does he have a nut on the inside of his jacket that he twists that into? Why not just use a pin, honestly? Okay, and pick another. Edgeworth's in my. And so is Gumshoe. I mean, sure. Wait a minute, what did it say about a gifted prosecutor? Detective, okay. Nothing about potential involvement with this case. But I mean, if they're in my court record, I imagine they are. I don't take another look at this. Name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Yeah, I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. There's the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID? Yabadab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabadab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. It doesn't take much to amuse her. A police... Nay? A policeman... Something about 300%. This is neat. Okay, so now what? Oh! Hey! That's a crime scene. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. It's a car? Well, partner, it looks like you've got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up there on the 12th floor of the Prosecutor's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up vittles, saloon, cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202. The High Prosecutor's office. Okay, not Chief. High. I mean, that's her subord. Is that... In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. I'm not gonna try and guess because it might be somebody we don't even know. Were you two all set? Us? Yeah, you're not somebody I know. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Was that corn and baked beans? Maybe? That's a lot of either of them. Well, no, yeah, that is a lot of either of those things. Just looking at the dimensions of that box relative to her hand, or what little I can see of it. Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or you officers. No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Well, that's basically what you said to me. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes. It's the witness. Okay. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. She just switched to serious mode. What? Witness clearly saw me committing the— yeah, okay. I didn't need to flashback to that. We know. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cop-up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Okay. I don't know what happened to Sheriff Guy, but, look at my badge. No. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? Lunchland, eh? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Oh, about this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine-honeyed ham to a detective. Hey, a detective might appreciate a fine-honeyed ham. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Oh wait, no, not move, talk. The case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. I don't know where I got. Just like I know the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil one. Excuse me. You should know the foul deeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Sorry, not iniquity, inequity. Injustice. Okay, yeah, so that would... She's talking about prosecutors. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. Okay. The most evil one of all is in prison right now, and that's thanks to me. So, So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to list their lunches with something foul. You have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? We can use that. Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, knock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me Cough-Up Queen. You. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. I was trying to do the scroll thing. I can't do it when I'm talking, I guess. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Okay. I'm getting the distinct feeling that I know exactly who it is. Because it's not Pain. They would not have given Pain any such, accolades. At least I don't feel like they would have. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. Now I feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lena Sky wield that Lana. Probably Lana, not Lena. I mean, if it's Japanese, that would be how it's pronounced. It's Lana. Although that's clearly a translated name of sorts. Well, whatever. Knight flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Curse, it's quite a feat becoming Chief Prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the Chief Prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the best lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch. Aren't they extinct? Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the others, see... I got that from over, I guess. See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Nod. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past? That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Still no new evidence. Okay. Let's, I guess let's check out, Yep! Oh, wow. This is quite the place. I'm just taking it all in for a second. Huh. This is the kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office. Wow, thanks! Look, look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Ooh boy. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Hey! The one on the wall is different. Huh. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course. I'm his biggest... Oh man. My sister introduced us once and, Wright. Her sister is the chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No, it was just, Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We were just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. Emma. Scientific analysis suggests that if he were sent here to find the person who owns that sports car, then the person in front of you might be the person who owns that sports car. That would be my car? What of it? Yeah, your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. And you know I'm a defense attorney? I once dreamed of being a defense attorney. A long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. There's no time to reflect on what might have been. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Then my sister would be found guilty. If she signs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Okay, I'm gonna look around before we do much more. Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Huh? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Does Edgeworth make him polish it? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Okay. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.2... That short? That's like more than 4 stories a second. That's handy to know. Ooh, cute! What a pretty tea set. I gotta move for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. My. What an amazing bouquet. Oh, I guess we're doing that first. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. It has a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. No! Wendy, I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? See Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? Not a chance. I don't think so. He did keep them, though. They did fit here, I suppose. the bouquet even has one of the neck things. What is it? Cravat? I think. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket. Right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. I've been wondering, what is this? Has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send the shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Why is he so touchy about it? Oh, it's evidence. Oh. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Van Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. I'm thinking Transylvania. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Van Karma sometime. So she's aware of the Edgeworth murder trial. But she's not, when she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Alright, I guess that's it. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors at the police department? On the day of the murder. Hey, a chess boot! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. The swords have really sharp edges. And check out that blue pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Wow! Subtle game! Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Knight? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. It's nothing. Subtle. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. That's new. Isn't it? Yeah, I don't think that's come up before. Huh. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Alright, we should talk. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think Didn't I just spend a whole case insisting that you would never do something like that? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who Emma, you're not helping. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. I'm a Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Okay. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? This guy is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Can't fly someone in from another district or something? Sure, whatever. You, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, I just realized something. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Oh, why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Okay, PD is police department, I feared, but glad to have confirmation. Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? We've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his reward, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Oh, I'm glad I did that then. I thought we do have more options to go through first. It doesn't look like there's an option for that. Whatever. To be honest, I don't really understand. It's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors? You've all heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. Oh, what? That's crazy. Huh. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Oh, now we have a day of the crime option. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Huh. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Okay. So it happened to be on hand? Suppose that would prove it's not premeditated, but we're gonna try and prove her complete innocence, so that doesn't matter much. Cases of no print. Okay. Well, that's gonna be important. The no prints thing, definitely. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Did you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing? A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place very little faith in my memory. The only thing I mean, okay, sorry, I was kind of... But, his memory was correct. He was just, drawing incorrect conclusions from that, which I believe I've said before, so... I'm talking about the DL6 incident. Which is probably what that was trying to reference. And the only thing I trust is solid evidence. Hawking Miles Edgeworth, 1712, okay, military time. 221, prosecutor's office. This is the parking stub for the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, Mr. Wright? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Hello there. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky? Sir? No, sir. The name of that guy, sir, not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Mr. Edgeworth's lid. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Okay, it's an honest, he wasn't informed. Come on. Now luck I could definitely get, but right? Yes, sir? He cut me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department, you can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Okay. Okay, so he's locked up now. I guess he's not going to respond to anything. I want to... Okay, yeah. But what was I was trying to... Oh, court record. Profiles. Huh. Didn't add him. Okay. How do we have... we have Edgeworth's age because we know him. We have Country's age because we know him. And this guy told us... Lana's guy. I mean, she's our client. We shouldn't know that sort of thing. But, I mean, she is a witness, but we, were just introduced to her. We should not know some of this, least. We should not know her age. I mean, to be fair, we shouldn't know exactly how her name was spelled either, considering. Anyway. There it is. hello there. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hmm? Okay, I just had a thought. Speaking of time frames. The murder happened 3 minutes, like exactly 3 minutes after he pulled in. I assume his trunk wasn't open when he pulled in. And she would have, in order to commit the murder, she would have had to know that the knife was in the trunk. Which I guess, like, depending on how well they knew each other, it might be reasonable to assume she would know such a thing. But, like, otherwise the trunk would never have been opened. And the knife... Either he'd still be alive, or the knife wouldn't have been the murder weapon. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Huh? Hold on. What's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh. Really short loop. Very catchy. Still, kind of strange though. Okay, I should move on. Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. It is! Okay. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Is that next? He seems familiar somehow. Like, okay, they wouldn't just throw out a line like that for no reason. Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Yeah, okay, good, he's still alive. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Ah, well... Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I have a badge. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID code would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID codes, I found that detective's code, didn't I? Now it's giving me a hint. Wait, you have a lanyard with some sort of ID code on it, don't you? Anyway, Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. It's a sergeant. I guess there are different ranks of detective, but I don't think sergeant was one of them. I guess it is. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Now, let's see. Bruce Goodman. Oh, wait. If that's a detective, then that's probably the detective, isn't it? Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman, he's the victim! That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay, wait. Hey, that's it! That's the King Prosecutor's Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I had an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Okay, just a moment. What was I doing? Okay, does the fact that we can look at it in 3 dimensions, like, mean that we're actually physically carrying it around? That we don't just have, like, a picture of it? Like, that's what that implies, right? We're, like, literally physically carrying around all the... Oh, I can look at this, too. There's blood. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What is Edgeworth doing with a knife like this, anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth, in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Well, he does know how to row a boat. Oh, there's a scary thought. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. Only he was held up at a couple of extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you'll never know what happens when you run a yellow light. Okay. Imagine if we could rotate, like, Gumshoe. Just get a big model of Gumshoe in there that we can look at from all different sides. That would be funny. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that, the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says that she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lanaskai's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. That's gonna be a plot point, isn't it? Because, I mean, it keeps coming up with the rumors about Edgeworth and whatnot. And plus, this whole thing seems to revolve around the prosecutor's office, and I'm guessing the police. Somehow. I mean, they've already introduced a second officer from the department, and a third if you include the victim. And there's this whole event going on between the prosecutors and the police. So I'm going to assume that this whole evidence thing is a major plot point. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. Yeah, it's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. Lowest ranking guy, and there's our chief of detectives. And they're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger Dance down pat. Is there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Wait, didn't he just say only high-ranking people were being allowed on the case? Is a patrolman a high rank? Cause the thing he just said kind of made it sound like it wasn't. I don't know. Bruce. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. That's the second time 2 years ago has come up. Alright. And the first time was a case Edgeworth worked on with... Like, it was his first big case, he said. I can't remember... What did he say about it? What brought it up? Was it that he worked with, Sky? I don't know. You'll find out. Because if it's coming up again, it's gonna be important. Right? Evidence transfer. Mr. Edgeworth mentions that too. Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there, to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Okay, wait. Talk. Okay, that's all the time he wants. Present. The murder weapon. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Drive. Get it? Because car. Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, of course, sure, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Who, Mr. Edgeworth? What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Oh wait, we already did this. Oh, wait. I already showed him my badge, I already showed him the things. What am I supposed to do now? Let's go somewhere else? I don't feel like we got anything new here. I mean, some information, I guess. Oh, wait. I should examine. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances till the batteries die. Poop Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, "Hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy." That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? I don't. No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. You mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Maybe penguins. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Isn't that what they normally do? Nice slogan. Wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny. I thought they were telling jokes. Or talking about the weather. Just whatever. You have your own theme. That sounds like a stock line. I mean, I guess I should read it once, but yeah. Nope. You! Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. Shouldn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves for a long time to get rich flavor like this. Well, you pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Okay. I'm Matt. I'm on a show. I didn't realize we'd gotten this. Wait, check. Whoa! There's a handprint on it. Huh. Was that there before? What if I examine it again? No. Oh! Where'd that come from? Alright, fine. You're next. I wanna... Oh, it's there now! I guess it was always there. I don't know how I didn't notice it before. Alright, let's do this. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Yeah, again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Oh, so you know that much, but you don't know who the culprit was that we wound up convicting? Because you should have recognized his name. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with the witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department's higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. No one wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edwards is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West Los Angeles. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and no one will look at you twice, pal. Okay, wait. There it is. Pressing the wrong bumper. How do I go like this, and then there we go. I cannot read that. Look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe? Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. No? Okay. Okay. Now we can actually examine the crime scene. February 22nd, Prosecutor's Office underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be heading back to the shop. That doesn't sound... Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my... Okay, is that Angel Star? Yes. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. Oh boy. Okay. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I'll warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe investigate. Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, but it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. I mean, he's not on the case, so... I mean, sure, fine, whatever. I'm not arguing. Let's just take it. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, The clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Oh. No. Get. Present. No. I see your badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star. A lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light, illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance? This rat hole? If you want distance, get to yourself to Texas. Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. You realize she's only a patrolman, right? And apparently that's below officer, which makes some of the earlier statements in this case a little bit suspicious. Ah, toy shield. Shoots the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs office. Oh, so it's not confirmed. We said could. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell ya. Oh, well. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone, especially if the evidence is a weapon. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like. A trot. My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. But it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along? Alright, okay. This is canned invalid line. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty little doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stabbed to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. There it is. So there's no motive. Nope, that's absolutely it. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here? To this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We were just short on hands, right? What happened to Detective Gumshoe? That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a saddled cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. The cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just... he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Man. Wait. Boom. Wait, what was that? Okay, no, that's El Numo. Nope. Lots of evidence appeared. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the lunch line car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Okay, this is very obvious, so I'm gonna save it for last, because it might be. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted, because it might, examining it might block us off from, examining further. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Yeah. We don't need the flashbacks. Although I'm sure people who save the game, leave for a while, and come back appreciate them. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Alright. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Okay. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Nah. Okay, fine. Right, let's check it out. What? Fine, just automatically do everything for me. Let's remove the battery. Now, check out the strap. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know? I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Oh, bright blue thing. Probably it, right? Ooh. Huh. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Those phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received? You just pressed the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. How old do you think Phoenix Wright is? Okay. Guess it's this. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey! Okay, wait, apparently I don't know that song as well as I thought I did. Okay. Hey, that song, I know that. Wait a minute, it's not this phone that's ringing. And she has a pink princess strap on her phone. Cause like, it's either that or mine, right? And mine would be like... maybe Jake's? But I feel like Jake would, like... it's gotta be someone in the room. If it's ringing now. I doubt it's the phone we're looking at that's ringing. Let's leave... okay, wait. Okay, wait, it's gonna tell us, Hi, what's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that for your phone, didn't ya? Well, yeah? Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to... okay, not the victims. Okay, that makes a bit more sense why... so she called her sister. Why haven't you told me, I guess? I don't know what exactly that's going to turn out to mean, but... the question is why she didn't tell me. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of them newfangled ringtones. That? Oh. Wait. I mean, I guess we were tied to the case, but wow, wait. So why... I guess because we weren't taking cases, we just... and she only called for a few seconds, we wouldn't have... Wait. Do we record the calls we receive? Because we should. Like, as a lawyer. Then it should make sense. That's gonna be important. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but... someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shouldn't you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Okay, and it's gone from the floor. Wait, but what does that mean? What if we present the phone to... wait, is there any new talk options? There is. Let's start presenting the phone first. My sister's cell phone. Last time it was used at 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night? Why did Lana make that call? Oh hey, did we have this before? When did we get this? I guess we were given to it when we handed him Gumshoe's letter. I forgot about that. Right? That would make sense. Like, we have access to the crime scene, so we have access to some of the evidence, too. Not very specific. Very specific with the knife, and then a single stab wound. Okay, I should keep going. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow was none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Wow, I've never heard that before. Whole stack of evidence, and Prosecutor is the big shot. Yeah, never had to deal with that before. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between that cop and her sister that I didn't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Okay, so he doesn't seem like a bad person. So I guess my major suspect right now would be Angel. But even with her, like... I don't know, she seems too obvious. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. Lana. Sorry. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? But his gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. That my Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? What if I present this? Alright, compadre, okay, nope. Is there a new talk option? Yeah, no. Nope. Oh, do I have to go somewhere? What's this? Didn't we examine that earlier? I feel like we did. Looks like a note of some sort. Something's written on it. December 2nd? Okay, wait, I should be reading this. For deductive reason, go to... We don't know what it means. For deductive reason, go to Edgeworth or not right. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what it means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that phone that your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. I'm somehow doubting that. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Ah, that was so annoying. Alright. Yes. I'm gonna have to cut a chunk of that out because it just took so long. Okay, next time is trial, I assume. Yeah, trial Fumu. Apparently. Nope, we're not doing this now. See you all next time.